you remember our last arm day, I was preaching all this shit about don't ego lift. You're not impressing anybody with your ego lifts. If your form is terrible, cut it, you know, bring it back up and wait. But we got the full stack loaded up in here, and yeah, I could drop it like a notch higher. So maybe instead of 295, I'll drop it down to 280. But honestly, guys, warming up, I felt strong, so no need to go too light if I know I can rep out 8 to 10 good reps with that weight. And with the bicep machine, usually I cut it off at 145, but I said, you know what, since I'm gonna be fresher, you know, I just got here, I'm just warming up, I could tell that I was strong enough that I could keep going up in weight. So guys, I tried 160, I tried 175, and I was gonna cut it at 175, but I said, you know what, why not try and max out the machine, warming up. And I did 2 with my right arm, which is supposed to be my weak arm first, and I did them like butter. Honestly, I feel like I can get 8 solid reps, maybe with some partials in there, like helping myself. But when I did it with my left arm, I don't know what it was, but I could only get 2. And I mean, I was only going for 2, but those 2 felt heavy. But I know my left arm is my strong arm when it comes to biceps, so fuck that. If my right arm could do it, I know my left arm could do it. So enough talking, let's get to it. Come on. Right arm first, since it's my weaker arm. Let's go. Come on. Da. 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 Guys, I don't know how often you're watching these videos, but you must be saying, damn, Edward's such a hypocrite. He was just telling us, don't ego lift. Cut it a little bit shorter and weight. I mean, a little bit lighter to make sure you can do your good sets. And now he's doing the full stack. Guys, I promise you, it's not ego lifting if you can get 8 good reps. Anything after that, if you help yourself, it's just a partial, so it's extra, right? But make sure you're doing good form. Good squeezing at the top, controlled down the bottom, and you're not like moving too much, doing too much else that isn't your bicep. And same goes for triceps. I could tell on those last reps, I was coming up off the seat. So I don't know why I did that. I wasn't doing it purposely, but I noticed it. So I think we'll go a little bit lighter on the second set, and then we'll go a little bit lighter here also. I think we'll go 160 instead of 190. Should be good. And for here, we'll go, I think 265 should be the trick. But I just wanted to test myself, see if I could max out these machines, which I didn't technically max them out because they have the, I don't know if you can see the orange pin at the top. It has 10 extra pounds you can give yourself at any given moment. Same goes for this one. So I didn't put 5 pounds or 10 pounds on it. So I guess I technically didn't max out both machines, but that's just a technicality. The whole stack was loaded. Like it was all of it was moving. So I think that was pretty cool. I've never done it before, not on both. So, and it won't happen again today, honestly. All right. Whew. All right. All right. I think some rope extensions would be perfect right now because the first set we did for tries was a heavy push down kind of set. So to contrast that, we'll do rope extensions a little bit lighter and a little bit slower pace, just focusing on that squeeze at the bottom and bringing it slowly back up. And for these straight bar bicep curls, it'll be the complete opposite to what we just did over there, right? One arm at a time, slower, squeezing at the top, bringing it back down slow. These will be a little bit nastier, I like to call it, just repping them out, like hardcore. And I think finding the balance between both of those kind of sets is key if you want to see good results, because they're completely different kind of workouts, right? So I suggest you try them out because I'm pretty sure you'll like them. I like them a lot. So let's just get to it. Tries first. All right. Wow. Literally, wow. And I know a lot of you guys watching will be like, well, maybe not you, but if I post this on my Instagram, then for sure, one of you guys watching will be like, he can't even do rope extensions correctly. When his barbell, his straight bar curls are shit. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with people on Instagram. I swear most of them aren't even real, like actual real people. I think it's just AI, honestly. Because I click on some of those profiles and the pictures are like weird. It's just like weird people. And some of them don't even have profile pictures. It's just like weird shit. So I think I'm gonna stay away from commenting or replying to those comments. I was literally just having a good time. Honestly, just making fun of those people. I was having too much fun. But with anything, if you take it to an extreme, you're just asking for trouble. So yeah, that's about as much as I'm gonna talk about that whole situation. If you know what I'm talking about. But whew, let's do it one more time. Whew. Supersets are just a different kind of a stimulus for your muscles, guys. Honestly. I mean, it's pretty easy to see why, right? You're going fucking crazy with tries, and then immediately you hop on to go even crazier on buys. Because it's not like you're gonna preference one over the other. Like, okay, I'm gonna go super crazy with tries, and I'm gonna take it a little bit easy with buys. Because what the fuck kind of mentality is that? If you want big arms, you want big biceps and you want big triceps. And if you're even crazier about it, you want big forearms too. So, no shot you're gonna be going any easier on yourself with either of these. So that will take a toll on your nervous system, on your, I don't know if your nervous system, maybe yeah, partially, but on your just overall system, right? you will get winded when doing these. Whew. So take a moment to breathe. Think about your sets that you just did. See if there's anything you can change to make it better. And think about your next set if you're anything like me. Because I don't know what my next set is for either biceps or triceps. All I know is I need to go fucking nuts with whatever I choose. So you tell me, what am I gonna hit next? All right. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you caught that, but I got to a point where doing them slowly, I wasn't going to be able to get one more rep. But I knew that if I just brought it back up and just brought it fast back down and fast back up, just faster pace, I'd be able to get like 6, maybe 5 more solid reps. So if you can tell your burnout set, your slower burnout set is coming to an end, but you still have more energy, more power, whatever you want to call it, then just do it, right? Why leave anything in the tank? That's my mentality, at least anytime I'm in here. Just empty the tank on every single set so that I don't go back home thinking, man, I could have got one more rep, 2 more reps on whatever set I was doing, whatever exercise. Because I don't know about you, but that shit eats me up. Not literally, like I stay up at night thinking about it, but it'll come into my mind randomly and I'll be like, damn, I could have done 2 more 2 more reps. I'm not talking about partials. I'm talking about good reps. Partials is whatever. If you do 2 or 3 partials, it really doesn't matter at that point. You're basically done. But you saw those last couple reps I did. Those were actual good reps. It's just it was a little bit different. It wasn't slowly back up, right? Because I was exploding down and then I was bringing it slowly back up, exploding down. So we'll do 1 more set like that. I lied to you guys, I'm sorry. It's not an actual superset because I have to load those suckers on and move the attachment all the way up so I can get a good stretch at the top. But it's still a good superset, guys. Perfect. We got the 45s on the ready behind us because I don't want to have to come over here after I'm done with these tricep extensions, seated tricep extensions. I'd rather just turn around, pick up my dumbbells, get to it. So I think 35 pounds is pushing it, but I want to push myself, so we'll give it a shot. But if we can't, we'll just rack them and pick up the 30s, which I know will be perfect. So no. Shoulder. I always forget, but whenever you're doing these, you gotta stretch your shoulders. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is about this movement. It's because your shoulder is the main support for the weight at top and for your, whole arm, just keeping up with this unnatural position, right? So you just gotta stretch your shoulders first. The weight felt heavy. Heavy like I expected it to, but nothing out of this world that I can't control. It's just that I don't want to hurt myself in the first rep. So I could tell my shoulder was about to start crying like a little baby, just because I didn't warm it up. So we'll warm up and we'll get to it. All right, let's give it another shot. Just by picking up this weight, I know it feels a little bit too heavy, but I just want to give it a shot. Oh, perfect. I didn't even have to put my music on. Whew. All right, this is gonna be fun. Woo. Perfect. Perfect. one more and we'll be done. And I didn't record myself. What am I talking about? I did record myself. I was thinking about my time. I didn't clock in when I first got here, but I actually did, because I started recording when I was about to warm up. So that's about as close a time frame as to when I actually stepped foot inside the gym. So I'll look at it when I finish this, and I'll start editing it, and I might just edit it in, just put it in right here, the amount of time this workout took me. And I can almost guarantee you, if I were to compare this type of supersetted arm day as to my other arm days when I do 8 straight tries, 8 straight buys, it's gonna be less. Maybe not considerably amount less, right? Not like a lot of time less, but some, which is what I'm trying to go for. I'm not trying to be in here all day. Think about it. I gotta finish my main lift. Then I gotta go hit cardio. After I'm done with cardio, I gotta hit either abs or forearms or shoulders, because I already did calves yesterday. So that's, I'm talking maybe 2 hours plus in the gym, which is fine for me, but I'm trying to cut it down a little bit, just because I don't want to be here all day, and also because whenever I get back in school, I can't be in the gym for hours on end. I'm gonna have a short time period during the day, but in between classes, that I need to take full advantage of, and I need to get better at managing my time. So we'll start practicing from now. But let's hit this set one more time. Don't even have to pause the video, just sit down and, well, maybe I should change the camera angle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just go for it. Make it woo. All right. All right, that's it for arms, guys. Whew. Should we pose down? I mean, I don't really want to post down out here. I don't really want to post down. I think I did enough flexing for today with all those stacks we were moving around. Guys, I promise you I wasn't ego lifting. I'd be the first to tell you, you know what, that felt a little bit too heavy. Let me bring it down. But what do you want me to do, guys? I can't just nerf myself. If I can move around the whole stack, I'm gonna move it around, right? What's my goal? Getting stronger, getting bigger, getting leaner. Guys, big news, big announcement. I might have to put it in the thumbnail. Yeah, I will put it in the thumbnail. Maybe I won't, maybe I'll edge you guys. Like, stay around for the end for a big surprise. And this is a big surprise. Sorry it took the whole video, but guys, I finally reached my weight goal. When I started this cut, I was at 245 pounds. And I told myself, okay, I want to get leaner than I was my last cut. And I want to say at my last cut, I got to around 215 pounds. So I said I have to drop way less than 215 pounds, right? Get less than that. So I did, guys. This morning, I woke up at around 10 o'clock, maybe around 9:30, around there. And I weighed myself and I was at 200.4 pounds. And I said, okay, you know, that's not a bad weight for my initial goal. But when I got to 215 pounds, I was like, I can still cut a little bit more. So I just kept pushing it. And then I got really close to 200, to under 200. I said, you know what? I know I can reach under 200 pounds. So let me just push a little bit more. And I woke up, I was 0.4 pounds off. The day before yesterday, I was exactly at 200. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Let me go burn some calories. Let me go do something outside. And I went and I cleaned my mom's car. And when I got back, I weighed myself and I was at 199 point, I want to say 199.6, I think so. So I was 0.4 pounds under 200. So I just thought that was pretty cool because I told myself, you know, I know I can get under 200 and I want to do it. And it took a lot of discipline, guys, to say the least, because I am one that has been known to eat a lot of chips, a lot of sweets, a lot of sodas, right? I'm just like everybody else, guys. I like to eat stuff that isn't necessarily good for you. But the last month, I want to say last 2 months, I've been really locking in, and I've been just, you know, no excuses. You're hungry if I was hungry, let's say at like 11:30, whatever. Usually what I do is I just go to the kitchen and grab a snack, grab some chips. And I'm not the type of guy that if I start eating some chips, I can just cut it short. I gotta eat the whole fucking bag. And I'm talking about big bags, not the family size, but you know, the normal big bags. And I can run through one of those by myself, easy. So lately I've been telling myself, you know what? If you know you're gonna get hungry later at night, why not start eating a little bit later in the day, right? So I usually have my breakfast at around noon, like exactly around 12, 11, and 1 o'clock. The most I can push it back, right? Not too far into the afternoon, but like around noon. And I'll have a good breakfast, I call it, brunch, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I'm talking eggs, some kind of meat, and some kind of carb, bread, pancakes, whatever. And you eat that ideally with nothing extra, except if you want to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper on your eggs. But anything else besides that, just butter if you want to butter your bread. I like to have my bread with butter right after I toast it. But I'll have that with some water, and then I won't eat again until I'm talking 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, whenever my mom has already cooked dinner for us, and I'll have that after everybody else already ate. And I promise you guys, I won't get as hungry as I used to at around that 11 to 12 in the morning. Well, 11 at night, 12 in the morning. That's whenever your demons in your brain tell you to go to the kitchen and get snacks. So watch what you eat, guys. Cutting is all about cutting down the amount of food you're eating, right, throughout the day. Because think about it, what's a cut? It's a calorie deficit. It's you starving yourself to a degree so that you can burn all that stored fat and keep your muscle, right? Because if you don't have enough fat, you're just gonna start eating your muscles, and that's not good either. So I gotta be mindful of that too. I don't want this cut to go too crazy, too long, and then I'll start cutting away at my muscles. But I don't think I'll get there because I still have a lot of fat I need to get rid of, especially around my stomach area. So other parts too, but especially around my stomach area. So I don't think I'm pushing it too much right now in the cut. If anything, I should be able to go a little bit harder, maybe even get down to 195, maybe even just 190. That'll be really crazy. But that's it, guys.